Ugh. Okay. Many victim stories continue to pour in through all forms of social media. He's overlooking a big thing, and I'm going to get to it in a minute. This is so high. I feel like I can't even slouch. Why? What is happening? I think I fixed it. It's the gavel, y'all. I use the gavel on the desk, and it moves the camera around. Many victim stories continue to pour in through all forms of social media, detailing times when Mignogna acted inappropriately towards them. Asterisk, actually detailing times when Mignogna, they believe, acted inappropriately towards someone else, or when they heard from their friend about that person's friend who had a bad experience. Actually, that's what's happening here. And they're a little bit overselling it. Remember, this is the factual background, though. It's very important. I like the Spike Man says, donated over 200 to the I Stand With Vic campaign. I've talked to him since I was 12, and he was unequivocally the nicest dude I've ever met. Absolutely based. Take my money. Try and keep late August free. I'll email you drinks again on me. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The links, Jason Chi asked if there will be a link to the document. You can find all of these on Kiwi Farms. They're all on Kiwi Farms. Go there. Someone put them up. Okay. Fondling, kissing, groping, etc. without their consent, most while they were still underage. Most fondling, kissing, groping, most while they're still underage. This is flat out defamatory, and Casey Eric is a coward hiding behind the privilege of this answer. What an absolute pile of trash, bordering on unethical, to defame the other party under the shield of the answer, and he knows it. What a scummy thing to do. An absolute scummy thing to do, because most of them were not underage. Most of the people talking about this are not actually making these claims. It's usually some benevolent, white knight, pimple-faced, fatso, arguing on behalf of someone they've never met in the hopes that they'll Snapchat them a picture of their underwear laying on the ground or something like that. It's absolutely disgusting that Casey Eric would stoop to this level because he has lovingly chosen a pile of wonderful individuals to represent. What an absolute disaster this document already is. And we're only on page 2, folks. And include allegations of sexual assault and harassment. In addition, there is a collection of articles, posts, tweets, etc., all detailing the allegations of Vic Mignogna and the sources. They link to the Google document. The alleged Google document. And this is going to be how Ron Toye claims there are over 100 women, right? This is going to be their sterling defense. A bunch of uncorroborated, anonymous people posting to a Google document that literally anyone on earth can edit with no verification, no cross-examination, no true identifying information, no authentication that the actual person listed is the author of the comment. This is what they're relying on. How embarrassing. How embarrassing for you, Casey. What on earth are you thinking posting that as your actual evidence and not getting verified statements from everyone on that list? What in God's name are you thinking? You realize not only am I going to just scream from the rooftops how wrong you are, but Ty will rip this apart because you can't authenticate 10% of those statements. My God. On February 19th, 2019, Beth Elderkin of IO9 published an article titled, this is a target for discovery, a potential lawsuit target as well, a potential party. Beth Elderkin, one of anime's biggest voices accused of sexual harassment. Overtly defamatory article that is substantially false and omits relevant facts provided by Vic Mignogna. Omits them flat out. Just ignores the fact that he denied these things. Which details the history of sexual harassment allegations against Mignogna. There's like 9 stories in there, I think, something like that. Not to mention, we can just go ahead and point out that I know someone specifically who gave a story to Beth Elderkin that she flat out omitted because it ran against the narrative. That's going to be a problem for you, Casey. How good is this article if they're flat out omitting stories that go against the narrative? It's going to raise credibility questions with Beth Elderkin of the resolute bastion of journalistic integrity that is IO9. Aren't they a part of Gawker Media? Or is that Polygon? I don't remember. There's going to be credibility questions with all of this. Against Mignogna and how they have led to production companies terminating their ties with him. See the IO9 article that we've all read. Elderkin spoke with more than 25 voice actors, cosplayers, industry professionals, convention employees, and former fans about their experiences with Mignogna. This is like lifted straight out of the article. Not cited to the article, but interestingly, there are not 25 stories in the article. That article describes Mignogna as a 56-year-old man who aggressively hugs, grabs, touches, kisses, and propositions women, often without asking for their consent. Again, these are the same types of defamatory statements that your clients are on trial for. What you're going to say that they were in an article? Hey, Casey, you dumb moron! The article post dates the statements, you idiot! Toye and Monica's statements were before the article, you dumb sack of potatoes. Careful, JF will hunt you down and marry you. What are you thinking? This article post dates the statements from the complaint. Not a Name says, have some money for the whiskey fund so you don't accidentally turn around and grab syphilis off the barrel. Dustin Fritz Farr says, this smells of throwing the case. There's no way they're this bad unless it's on purpose. I don't know. I'm constantly surprised. Constantly surprised. It happens at panels, in autograph lines, at private events, and behind closed doors. His behavior has become so known in the anime and comic convention communities that it's more than an open secret. Well, it's more than an open secret? What's more than an open secret? What does that even look like? That's an unintelligible sentence. Citing the same thing. Dark1005 says, first super chat. Hey, thanks, buddy. Keep up the awesome work. Worth noting that the anonymous Twitter user that alleged Vic harassed her in 89 is apparently good enough friends with Monica to go out and have lunch. Well, isn't that absolutely flipping glorious? Isn't it just so convenient that she would just happen to be friends with Monica and have lunch with her? I mean, it certainly doesn't lend any credibility to the civil conspiracy angle. Carrie Doob says, here's some more funds to refill your liquor stash. You deserve it for help explaining the law with such passion.